مرحبا يا رمضان مرحبا.
Assalamu alaikum, you are live and this is ReviveFM 94.0 and this is the Iftari show, a little bit of extended Iftari show today because we've got a special guest in the house, so inshallah we'll get him on shortly. But just to welcome everyone to ReviveFM 94.0, the Iftari show. Looking forward to hosting you guys for the next hour ahead or so before Iftar. Hope everyone is well, hope their Ramadan is going well. Hope all your du'as, hope your blessings, hope your prayers are all in motion. And best of all, I hope everyone's eating clean because that's what it's all about right now. Just to let everyone know, we are still running the competition, the Wa competition. We're asking everyone to go onto our Instagram page on ReviveFM UK and like the post, then tags 3 friends into the post, and inshallah you will be in line for the Wa competition. So we're asking everyone right now to get on there. I think we should be announcing the next winner very shortly, and then inshallah week 3's competition has already started as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Inshallah we'll go from there. But just to let everyone know right now, mashallah, those in my network, those in our Revive FM Facebook followers, you will know that the next guest that we have on, mashallah, is world famous. And not only his blessed voice has blessed this whole world with his amazing voice, but we are truly honored to have Brother Mesut Kurtis on the line. So hopefully Brother Mesut Kurtis can hear us. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Can you hear me?
MashaAllah, loud and clear, loud and clear. What an honor, mashallah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well, especially in this nice, blessed day of Ramadan.
Yes.
We just got our iftar few, like 20 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago. I just finished my food and connected to you. And I got my tea, like Turkish traditional tea, with me, next to me.
Was it called damli chai? Damli chai.
Demli chai, yes, yes, it's called demli chai. So I'm ready now to talk for with you and to enjoy with the conversation because we break our iftar, but I think you are still waiting, right? How many minutes?
We still have another 1 hour to go. We have another 1 hour to go, but inshallah we'll get there. But you know what? I'm really happy that you've, mashallah, broken your fast, and now inshallah, like you said, we can have the conversation. Just to let the listeners know that Brother Mesut Kurtis is, alhamdulillah, a very powerful nasheed artist. His nasheeds have got millions of views, especially the Qasida Burda, and those of the Minhajul Quran audience know that when we had the Wembley conference in 2011, we had Brother Mesut Kurtis close the show, which was epic performance, mashallah, in Wembley as well. So that was one of those honors that we had. Mesut, I don't know if you can remember that. That was over 10 years ago.
I actually, because I perform a lot in very, very different countries and places, but I remember mostly because of Wembley first, and the huge audience, and plus through social media, because people they share that video in many platforms. So sometimes that performance comes out somehow on my Facebook or Instagram. My fans, they send me that video so I can see and remember that moments. Actually, it was like one of the nicest place I performed in my life. So alhamdulillah, as you know, my career started professionally in UK. I released my first album on 2004, and I remember even the name of the hall. It was like Logan Hall. I released my first album, Salawat, and then straight away I had a chance to perform in a very nice halls of UK, like Royal Albert Hall in London.
That's right.
Like Symphony Hall of Birmingham, St. George Hall in Bradford. I can name a lots of many halls, nice places where we got in touch. Especially we got connected to our listeners, to our fans. So this kind of gatherings always makes us feel good, because this is the place where we see how our songs, our the sheets are reaching to people's heart, and how
Definitely.
they memorize it, and how they sing with you. So this is like something very great. Where we also test ourselves.
Mm,
We release an album, we work hard, but in the same time, when we see the results of it, then we are becoming more motivated for our next project.
definitely, definitely,
So
definitely, definitely.
alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, absolutely. Mesut Kurtis, I just want to ask you now. I always tend to ask all my guests that I interview, and due to it being the blessed month of Ramadan, and you just said that you had iftar, so we want to know that what does Brother Mesut Kurtis do for suhoor, and what does he have for iftar? We want to know what's on the menu.
Wallah, we are coming from this our Turkish Ottoman, let's say, tradition,
Hmm.
where we have our traditional foods. We can name it, because there are plenty
Mm,
of variations. But generally, in our tradition, where I'm born and raised in Skopje, which is in the capital of North Macedonia,
mm,
we try to open or break our fast with light food,
mhm.
because this is like beginning, and we don't want to like just eat one type of food where we are going to like get it like heavy in our stomach. So what we do is, like, we have in our table everything, like a breakfast kind of food. Firstly,
Yeah,
like cheeses, like
yeah.
olives, like some sweets, some, everything is on table. And the plus, we have some kind of koftas, some
Mm,
kind of like chips, or whatever. But in the same time, when we have like a guest,
yeah.
we have then our like very traditional like food,
Mm,
like we can say it like Ottoman food. We
mm.
can name it like imam bayıldı, karnıyarık, these kind of foods, like and there are many type of, which I can't here just name it. But alhamdulillah, Ramadan it's nice, especially when you have iftar
Mm,
with someone,
mm.
because the Prophet sallallahu
Salam,
Muhammad
salam.
sallallahu, our Prophet beloved, he never had an iftar alone.
True.
He always had with someone. He was sharing his food with someone. So this is the month of not only fast.
Mm,
This is the month of where we uh, think about those who are in need first. The second
definitely.
thing, connect with our relatives, with our friends. So just you can't even imagine how it is in Skopje here. So
Mm.
every night someone is somewhere, you know, like the relatives. From now,
Yeah.
I can say I'm booked, yani.
Everywhere.
either
That's
I
it. That's it.
either I go somewhere, or someone is coming to my place. So it's like, and mostly we try to serve this at our homes, instead of
Yes.
going to restaurants, because some people they prefer, to give an iftar in a
Mm.
restaurant. So, but no, I and many of my relatives and here in Skopje, because we still are keeping our like old tradition.
Tradition. Yeah. Yeah.
And yes, and what we do is like mostly we try to invite people to our home, to our houses,
Mhm.
where we can also share that ambience, our food, maybe then the nice talk,
Mm.
or we do the prayer together. Although for Taraweeh we have mosques around us a lot, so for
Mm.
Taraweeh, of course we go to the mosque. But
Yeah.
when it comes to prayer of Maghrib time, for example, it's nice, just to have that barakah of the guest, because one of the hadith of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, when your guest is coming, he comes with the 10 barakah. He eats one and leaves nine. So
True.
we all want to benefit from that
Mm.
barakah. From that kind, and from the prayers what they will do for our families, for our kids.
Mm.
This is the month also of solidarity. This is the month
Yes.
also of connection with the others, with the relatives,
Mm.
building a new relations maybe. in our societies and communities. But the main thing of this month is that we try, and I will suggest to everyone who is listening to us, we are trying to celebrate this month by reading Quran and understanding Quran.
Mm.
Because this is the month of, Quran, we say,
Yes.
because the first ayat, and in some opinions, the Quran was sent on this last month. So the message is there.
Mm.
Allah wants to connect or communicate with us through Quran. So for us, it's just to read it and to strive to understand and to talk. To talk to who? To talk to Allah, to our creator. So this is the month. Just when you imagine, how this ayat, the first ayat, Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq, how this ayat came to our beloved Prophet ﷺ in this blessed month. So it was like, how was that hard in the beginning? Like it was like very big surprise for him, so what's this? So just imagine how that started. And then slowly, how each verse came to him. So
Mm.
how he spread that message. So just imagine, when even if we are going to have that start, and because it's a big opportunity,
Mm.
for us to start with that action, not just to celebrate the Ramadan, with the food. Of course, we are going to have a nice food, we are going to have a nice talk,
Mm.
spend good time with our friends, but at the end, there is time for everything, right?
Yeah.
Especially at night, when they go back to their homes, when we finish our Taraweeh, and at night we can spend like few times, like few moments where we take maybe few verse only, for every each night, and try to understand and so to
Yes.
celebrate,
Yes.
this month through this kind words, which it's big messages for us as a humanity.
100%. 100%. Brother Masood, I've got to ask you now, your journey to become a nasheed artist, how did this take place? What was your support from your parents? And also someone who studied, because of lack of time, I'm trying to put the questions all together. But
Yeah.
when you were studying in uni, you was doing Islamic law, if I'm not mistaken. So
Mhm.
what was your journey on how you became a nasheed artist, support from parents, and what made you choose that direction after studying in university as well?
Actually, I was very young when I started first singing as a solo singer. I mean, when I say singing, I know in UK people, they can confuse, singing or reading nasheed. Some Pakistani communities, they don't say singing nasheed, they say reading nasheed. Actually,
Yes, right.
reading is
Not. They say not.
re- yeah. So not, yeah. So I was like singing or doing this notes from
Yeah.
very young age, here when I was in a primary school, then in a secondary high school, here in some locals. I mean, on the TVs, radios, here local, even in Turkey. I used to travel for some festivals, but I wasn't known as Mesut Kurtis during that time. We had a group,
Mm.
and so yeah. So after that, I also was studying, even in the university. When I came, I was like doing my studies in Islamic law, Sharia.
Mhm.
But in the same time, I just, when I met the brothers of Awakening Music, it
Mm.
was like 2003. That time, that is the time when we decided to do something like professionally,
Yeah.
doing like making an album where
Mm.
we are going to spread the message of Islam through our songs, especially our traditional old melodies and notes, or let's say the songs from a very different part of the Islamic world.
Mm.
So this is how we started with our journey, with Qasidatul Burda, Mawla
Yes.
Salli. So this is like taken from Indian folklore. It's
Mm.
very known for our Pakistani Indian communities.
Mhm.
In that album we have from nasheeds like from our Turkish Ottoman tradition,
Mm.
from Middle Eastern tradition. So it's like mixed album, where we spread, or where we promote our Islamic music, let's say, or our Islamic melodies and lyrics
Mm.
to those who lives in Europe. So this is like the beginning of our journey. But after we released our albums, and after I recorded, I shot my music video, because that was not normal to have like nasheed with the music video. I'm talking about 2005,
That was
so with
early
that
days.
music,
Yeah. Then it
yeah,
was unheard of. It was unheard of. Yeah.
yeah, of course. We had songs with
Mm.
some music videos, but not nasheed with the music videos.
Mm.
So when we came with that music video, and suddenly we found ourselves in Middle East, in North Africa, in Eastern countries, everywhere people, they started listening to our albums, to our songs, and suddenly we found ourselves on that market. So we started like performing in different countries,
Yeah.
where I released my second album after Salawat. I released my Beloved album, and then I released my Tabassam album. Then I released my Balagh Al Ula, and then I released last year. I released a lots of singles in 1 month. It was like Ya Ramadan song. I released Azim Shan, Abbas Zahra, Khayru Kitab. So there are a lot of songs. Uh, the journey is too long, and
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, the main thing was that from the beginning, when I started, I just told this to brothers,
Mm.
that my aim is not just to release an album, because
Mm.
everyone can do an album and that's it. No, I
Yeah.
just wanted to have this journey, to have a continuity in our work. So Alhamdulillah, Allah made us possible to have a continuity in our work, to release an albums. Since then till today, we are uh, producing things, which I believe, inshallah, that all our work and effort will stay for forever. When the people, they will listen to our songs, to our nasheeds, inshallah, they will enjoy, they will be inspired,
Definitely.
and especially they will pray for us. So this
Yes.
is what stays in this world. So of course
Definitely.
I studied Sharia, but you know I could become like a sheikh in a mosque. This is also one of the greatest positions in the
Mhm.
society, but I have a lots of friends who are doing that part of job or work, or let's say effort they spend. But we also, I believe, still there is a lots of emptiness where we need
Yeah.
professionals
Yes.
who will work in art, who will produce things
Mm.
in this work,
It's important, isn't it?
because
That
uh,
creativeness will enhance your
exactly.
spirituality, right?
Exactly, because we need somehow to formate or create the atmosphere, or
Yes.
to promote things where our youngest ones who are very connected to the art, to music, to melodies, to lyrics. So it's not just for us to say to them, don't listen to that song, don't listen to that music, don't use. If you don't give them an alternative with a
Mm.
high quality, with
I
a
agree.
nice produced, let's say, nasheeds or songs, with
Mhm.
the good messages, then it's not enough, just for you to say, don't listen to this singer or to that singer,
Mm.
because those who are interested, because every creature is different. Some
Yeah.
of them are very connected to the art. Some of them don't have that interest.
True. True.
Everyone has a different nature. Allah created us different.
Mm.
But when we think about this, I think and I believe that we need from the youngest ones also, those who have the talent, just to work on this, and to come to be creative, to come with the nice melodies, with the nice lyrics, when they will also inspire people for good. This is very important. And this
Absolutely.
is this is our journey.
Mm.
This is our journey, what we do. So inshallah, I hope, and through the messages I got from my fans and from people I meet on the streets. So what's good is that most of the time, like 99%, the
Mm.
messages are very positive,
Mm.
and what is more important, that everyone is praying for me. So this is
All the
very
time.
nice.
All the time. All
So
the
just,
time.
so, so just imagine, there are some parents, they pray for me. There are some older ones, some youngest ones. They say, through your songs, I became a better person. I started thinking about the creation of Allah. I started loving the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So this is something big. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, that Allah Azza wa Jal is using us for a good, you know. So this is
Absolutely.
very important.
I
So
agree.
everyone needs to everyone needs to check himself, you know, what he is doing,
Hmm.
what he's offering to people. If it's good, if it's positive, that's good. That Allah Azza wa Jal choose us to do good. No matter, you know, are you going to be an artist or working in a radio
Hmm.
or working in any factory. What, but what is important for us to do is whatever we do, we have to do with the quality, with the best way, you know, of giving our effort, you know, just to make it perfect, just to try to make it perfect, you know,
100%.
so people they can benefit.
Brother
Yeah,
Masood,
brother.
Brother Masood, amazing for your time today as well. Just one last question. I've got so many more questions, but when you're in London next, we have to call you down to the studio. You get to see our setup. Inshallah, we hope that you can come down to our studio one day as well. But one last
Inshallah.
question. 5 languages you're fluent in. What languages are these?
I'm my mother tongue is Turkish language, and
Yes.
the second language is Albanian. My
Yep.
mother, she is Albanian, so I'm connected. I'm living in a society where the Albanian language is like as a second official language of this
Yes.
country.
Yeah.
So Macedonian language is the language of the country, you know. So it's
Yes.
like we learn from very young age. And the same time, as a foreigner, as a foreign language, of course, English language is something which we have to learn to
Yep.
study. And I was very connected to Arabic language, where I
Yeah.
learned my first steps. I took through with my grandparent, then my father, from my family, then the school. You know, this is where I learned also Arabic. And of course, I know some other two, but I don't count these twos because some of them are like close or similar to the each other, like Bosnian, like
Yeah.
Serbian or Bulgarian. These are like similar to each other. So
I was going to ask you,
I
what about Urdu? I see Mahe Zain, doing some tracks in Urdu as well. I thought maybe you might say that you know a little bit of Urdu as well.
okay, brother. So it seems that you are not following my work well. So
Oh
I'm
no!
going to give you some nice information about this.
Yes.
So also to those who are listening to us, just few days ago, even
Mm.
it's like 5 or 6 days ago, I released an album. I mean a song,
Yes.
which is taken from the Indian Urdu,
No
like
way.
folklore. So I'm starting the song in Urdu.
Wow. Mashallah. You know.
So
You know. First of all, yeah.
so this song is Hasbi Rabbi.
Oh,
I,
yeah,
I I'm
mashallah.
sure that you know this song.
Of course, of course, of course. You know what? Just as you said, Brother Masood Kurtis, first of all, thank you so much for giving us the time. And if it's
You're welcome.
possible, I know you've just had iftar as well, but if you could give a few lines of that Urdu nasheed out, that would be amazing. I don't know if you can. Are you able to recite a few verses? Just as I said, Brother Masood Kurtis, are you there? I think Brother Masood Curtis may have just yeah, I think the lines dropped. But yeah,
Okay,
that's a real
can you
shame.
hear
But
me?
as Brother Masood Curtis has said, that he is releasing Urdu tracks as well. So guys, go into his YouTube channel, go into Awakening Records channel as well.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh yes, yes, yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm
Alhamdulillah,
here.
Alhamdulillah. I thought you was just gone. I was just gonna say that is there any possibility that we could get a few verses of the Urdu Nasheed?
Okay, I will try because it's a new, you know,
Of course.
and some of my friends they helped me when I recorded in my studio, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm still learning. I didn't sing this live, never, but just I will try to do some few
Just a
words,
few
maybe.
verses. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Bismillah.
it
Bismillah.
says. حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله गुलशन कलमा पढ़ते हैं चिड़िया कलमा पढ़ती है दुनिया की मखलूक सभी जिक्र खुदा का करती है कहता सभी है जिन्न बशर कहता शजर है कहता हजर कहता है पत्ता पत्ता ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह हस्बी रब्बी जल्लल्लाह मा फी क़ल्बी गैरुल्लाह नूर मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाह ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह. I
Mashallah.
tried my best with
No,
Urdu.
that was unbelievable. Seriously, that was mashallah. You got us buzzing in the studio. Everyone's excited right now. Subhanallah, that was brilliant.
Alhamdulillah.
Brother Mesut Kurtis, thank you so
So-
much once again for your time.
So,
You know, it was a
so
complete
let
pleasure.
everyone go and on YouTube Hasbi Rabbi, just type Mesut Kurtis Hasbi Rabbi.
Yes.
Then they will find also the music video is there. It's a new, and let everyone listen, watch, and share with their friends and beloved ones.
Absolutely,
Because this is the song we made for everyone, you know, just to listen and to spread it, to enjoy.
100%, 100%. Look forward to it. Brother Mesut Kurtis, once again, thank you so much for your time. And inshallah, I pray
You're
that
welcome.
we get to see you soon as well. But thank you so much for your time. You
Inshallah.
take care. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Guys, everyone's listening now. That was Mesut Kurtis. Stay tuned. I'm going to be back in the next few minutes. We've got Brother Salman Malik in the house, and it's going to rock with our Desi comedy. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So stay tuned. We'll be back in literally the next few minutes. This Iftar show is going to go up a notch. So stay tuned. Assalamu alaikum.
Through Minhaj Welfare Foundation, your giving saves lives. Your support has provided more than 3 million people with access to clean and safe water, emergency relief in natural disaster and crisis-affected areas around the world, supported orphans and needy children with a better future. This year, your help can do more. Donate your zakat, sadaqah, and charitable donations to any of your chosen projects.
Call us now 0300 30 30 777 or visit us on minhajwelfare.org.
With over 40 years' experience in the industry, Plachette Carpets is the place to go for all your carpets, laminates, linos, and wood flooring. We have an established network of suppliers, which means we can offer some of the best prices in town. We offer free estimates, free measurements, and now even free fitting. Call us now on 0208 472 8568 or visit us at 157 Plachette Road, Upton Park, London, E13 0QZ.
Looking to get your finances in order? MR Accountants has you covered. We provide a full range of accountancy and taxation services, including annual and management accounts, self-assessment tax returns, VAT, bookkeeping, and payroll services. We ensure you're kept up to date with the latest legislation, and our client-focused approach helps us plan your business finances from savings to investments. We are MR Accountants. Visit our website at mraccountants.com or call us on 0203 432 9138.
Revive FM
94.0 on the radio,
on your mobile,
and online.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the Iftar show. This is Revive FM 94.0 and mashallah we have the Iftar show here. So it's probably more than half an hour to go, about 40 minutes to go before Iftar. And guys, am I not looking forward to this special show that we've got today? We had Mesut Kurtis on, but my God, I was supposed to ask his permission if I could call him this. I don't think I should, because last time I gave him this title, he was okay with it, but I think I'll leave it be. But mashallah, we have Brother Salman Malik in the house. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Salman.
Thank you for having me, bro. Very nice to see you after such a long time.
Yeah, you seem a bit, yaar, energy. What's happening, man? Is the
Energy, yeah.
Rosa's hurting you a bit? Or what's going on?
No, yaar, energy, but yeah, it's really nice to be here, East London. I'm a bit worried, what happened to Amir Khan a couple of days ago in East London.
Last night. Yep.
Yeah.
Last night. Yeah. That was a big shame. Yeah, we had it on our Revive FM Facebook posters as well that he got mugged last night.
So even I have a spare jacket in my car. I made sure I was hiding that jacket. East London, was there. You don't know.
Absolutely. But you know what? Just to give an intro to Brother Salman. Obviously, Brother Salman's quite popular over social media. He does a lot of work. If there's one person that I've seen that puts in so much effort, whether it's doing events, breaking barriers, doing hosting, he's up and down UK, pulling out these events left, right, and center, organizing it himself at times as well. I have to commend you, man. It's amazing the amount of effort that you put in just to pull out all these events, especially in the last few years. You've been extremely busy, and a big congratulations to you, how you've managed to pull off all these events. I don't know.
Thank you very much, bro. It's just, lockdown was tough as a performer, as an artist, and just wanted to come back and
Lockdown slowed you down because
slowed us
you was
down.
coming
Yes,
up, and then obviously all of a sudden lockdown comes in.
The most embarrassing or confusing thing was performing comedy on Zoom. When everybody's watching you, kisi ka bacha ro raha hai, kids are crying, and it was, so I watched a lot of cricket. I'm sure you love cricket too. Watched a lot of cricket during lockdown, and keep myself busy. And after lockdown, I'm trying to come up with concepts, of shows. Not necessarily that I'm part of it, and I just want to bring out even more family-friendly events in the UK. So that's one of my plans.
100%. Now, one of my questions I always ask each guest that they come on. Very serious question. Very
okay.
on the level, on the level question.
That is serious.
And that is as your Desi background as well. So let's see. What does Mr. Salman Malik have for suhoor, and what does he have for iftar? Bear in mind, this is Desi. So all the Desi listeners out there, tune in right now. I think we're going to get a serious answer right now. Ji Janab.
For suhoor, we have...
or seri.
Sari, we have, ready-made parathas from market, easy to fry.
Fresh ko nahi yaar?
Fresh bhi ban jande ne, but that's easy, because I'm the first one to wake up. So maybe just some milk, and I'm trying to keep it simple.
So ready-made
but I love my eggs, I like my little omelette, jo main bana lete hain hote. So, that's, Iftari, I'm a big fan of, the typical...
I just want to hear, this is what Salman said, that let's keep it simple. So ready-made paratha, an omelette, and obviously a cup of tea as well, I guess.
Yeah. But depends how lazy and tired you are. You have like late dinner, like sometimes you go back from an event.
Yes.
You don't feel like eating again at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that's that. But so suhoor is pretty simple. Simple and
simple in your eyes.
But I think for iftar, I'm a big fan of cholesterol, diabetes, I'm a big fan of those. I'm like, come hit me, please. From your samosas to pakoras, and what I really like is a nice chaat. They, what I really fancy and I crave, and those who are fasting right now, chaat hoye, like, and then you put your little imli sauce on top. And I also cut date and put date in there, so I get the sweet and sour taste.
Wow,
guys, try that if you fancy today.
Bit of chaat with a bit of dates in there, sweet and sour.
Chaat masala
sweet and sour
date.
chaat, as you call it.
Sweet and sour chaat. That's probably the best thing out there.
There you guys have it. Mashallah. That's Brother Salman with his suhoor or seri and iftari menu. Now, Brother Salman, we want to ask you. Now, we know that you're extremely busy with all the events that you do, with all the stuff that you've pulled off. You also have a day job.
I have a day job, yes. Before you ask me for a discount, I work for Sky.
That's what I was going to ask you. For renewal and that.
Yeah, so I've been working there for, maybe since you were in school or something. And it's been a very long time. They don't get rid of me, and I don't feel like leaving. It's just one of those things, and it's just really flexible, So I've been working from home. I have a day job. People don't realize. But that's what saved me, throughout the pandemic, because I think if you are somebody who's following your passion, and be it art, be it something new you're trying, especially when you have a family, you have kids, it's nice to have something, to pay your bills, basically, something more pakke, concrete, In a comedy and everything else, how they say, Hawaii Rosie, so you could get 10 events in a week, and you could sometimes 10 events in the whole year. You just don't know how it's going to work out for you.
This journey of becoming a comedian and choosing to become a comedian, this I got to understand, because from a background of ours, I couldn't even imagine going up to my parents and saying, Janab, I'm going to be a comedian. And my parents would have literally put me into the murgi position and gave me a good hiding. Now, for me, for yourself, I want to know this journey. Like, how was it that you got that support from your parents? That first time you told your parents that, Janab, I'm going to be a comedian. Took us through that journey, how it happened.
So my job was a little bit easier than yours. My parents don't live in this country. So I could do it without letting them know. So my mom knew it. So funny enough, I'm actually one of the very first Asian YouTubers in this. I started YouTube back in 2006. Where people couldn't really even pronounce YouTube.
That's right.
That's one thing I regret, that maybe I should have carried on. I sort of stopped in the middle, and when basically people start making money off it. But that's how it started. And I think gradually, my father, he got to know, and he was like, are you making any money? And I was like, no.
Straight up.
And like, fair ki fayda. But yeah, for him, it was like, you know, you don't end up wasting your time, you know. So I think I did start to make money, but I think it took a while.
Yeah.
These days, you know, kids, you know, it's very easy. You know, you can make a TikTok account and start earning 20p per video or whatever it is. But it's just a lot more easier than it was 15 years ago. And I think it's nice that if you put hard work into something, it's nice to monetize it. That's what we believe in.
Of course, because at the end of the day, you want your passion to pay off, isn't it? Eventually,
That's
right?
it. Yeah.
Mashallah. So you know what? That's one of those things that we're hearing. We're getting some comments in as well. We've got Umar Waqar who's saying amazing. We've got the legend who's saying, talk to me about Pakistan politics. Do you like
Pakistan politics?
Do Maulvi Diesel? I think we're going to leave that probably just before Iftar, so we get everyone into the mood. So we'll talk about that definitely shortly as well, because there is a lot of stuff happening in Pakistan right now.
Politics is crazy in Pakistan right now.
Absolutely. Now, when you're sitting in a family gathering, putting you on the spot, and people know that Salman Malik is the comedian, is there situations where you get put on the spot? Do you know, and tell us a joke?
So again, I said families back home, but yeah, it has happened. You know, I haven't been as funny as I would expect it to be. You know, family कहती वो होता है ना कि घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर. You know.
Oh yes.
So at home, it's really different. You know, and you know, you would do your best joke in front of your parents, and they'll look at your face like "Aaki bakwas hai," you know. So that's what it is. I try and avoid it as much as possible. You know, मैं कहना मेरा गला खराब है. I just want to go.
That's it.
But yeah, it's just the craziest feeling, you know, because whether you're performing when you perform for your own family, it's not the same thing, bro.
It's not the same vibe. You're always gonna put down, isn't it? Well, I think that's any profession.
Half the time they won't even pay attention. You're like, you know, you're doing your best, and they won't pay attention. So I try to avoid it as much as possible. So my family is all the way back in Bahrain. So when I do go there, that's what I do.
Fair enough. Now, inspirations for yourself.
Yeah.
Who sort of inspired you? Whether it's the old Pakistan comedians, I mean, I didn't watch it much, but I know my dad and my mom used to force me to sit down and watch these stage shows. Rangila and all these guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, what was it that sort of got your juices flowing to say, you know what, I can do this as well?
No, I actually always enjoyed it. I never thought I would do it. मैं अपनी तरफ से ना hero बनना चाहना. I thought, you know, I thought I had the looks, but sadly no.
Oh yeah, that was your presenting.
Yeah, I thought I
am spike hairstyle and everything.
Yes, so I thought I was a bit of an actor and I could do this. But I think growing up, you know, I did like comedians from India, from Pakistan, from India. I did like Johnny Liver, you know. I haven't had a chance to meet him, but I met his daughter. Johnny Liver from Pakistan, yes. You know, Umar Sharif Saab, you know, the late Umar Sharif Saab. And from Punjab, especially, well, I don't know who to start from, you know, from Iftar Thakur to Suhail Ahmed Saab. And, you know, a lot of these guys are doing really well these days as well. And the one and only Mr. Amanullah, you know, so I watched a lot of his dramas, you know, growing up. So and when I did start YouTube, so the reason the YouTube start getting popular, कि उसमें हम बहुत सारा पंजाबी element लेके आ रहे थे.
Yes.
And I still feel that, you know, there's a big market for Punjabi comedy in the UK because the amount of people speak that language, but you still don't see very many shows in that language, and especially young people. I mean, I'm not young anymore, but Punjabi Zuban ke andar, I think there's a lot more needs to happen right now.
Yeah, I mean, look, you've got one of the mainstream comedians, Paul Chowdhury, who's I don't think
I don't think he's using Punjabi in the best interest.
Exactly. But he's certainly doing his bit. But it's probably a bit more ruthless than telling a joke in Punjabi.
I think from the UK, you know, from Michael McIntyre. Even somebody like Paul Chowdhury, who is inspiring young other British artists to see that, you know what, you can go mainstream, you can do it. So yeah, I'm trying to wear a lot of hats these days, and I think also trying to focus. Like what I do want to do this year at some point is do my one-man show, do an hour show in a theater, which is the Salman Malik show. I even got the name of the show. I can give you an exclusive. The show is called How to Get a British Passport Legally, in brackets. And that's my story of coming here, you know.
That'd be amazing. I mean, when's the plan? What's the thought process?
The plan was to do this next month. Then I think for that you need that headspace to really think about it, because I just want to make it very personalized. It's going to be about my journey from childhood to being deported. No.
To getting the passport finally.
Yeah. Which did happen, and I think it's going to be more storytelling. So we'll use we'll use the background screens, etc. So I've got some crazy plans. No, that was me knocking, just getting excited. But yeah, inshallah, this year at some point.
Okay, brilliant. Now let's talk before we go on a break.
Yes.
And get Brother Salman Malik on the Need for Speed rig. Now we're gonna see how this brother drives. This is gonna be interesting. So we're looking forward
thank God I've learned to drive in the last few years.
Your license that, yeah.
Pakka license.
He's got his license. So you know what? We're gonna look forward to seeing that in the next 5 minutes. But before we do so, we want to talk about Brother Salman's up and coming shows.
Yes.
So we have got, first of all, on the 12th of May, I think we can show it on there as well. We've got the Qawwali and Ghazal tribute to the legendary artist. So
I'm dressed up for the occasion.
That's what I was thinking. I thought we start off with that and say, since you're dressed up, all. Tell us what's the plan?
So basically, I'm a big fan of Qawwali music and Sufi music from back in Pakistan and India.
Yeah.
So I'm from South London, and nothing really happens in South London as much. Yeah. So I've come up with this amazing idea, with the cooperation from Grand Sapphire, who's local to us, and the event is called An Evening of Qawwali and Ghazal. And it's around Eid time. So the whole idea is the friends and family can come down there with their family, enjoy great food, and also listen to this amazing music.
Looking forward to it. And you're obviously hosting it as well.
I'm hosting it, obviously mainly organizing it. And so I'll dress up, I'll get my sherwani sorted. You make sure tu bhi aa jayenge, sherwani pa ke. It's in Croydon, it'll take you 3 years to get there, but you make sure you can.
I'll get there. Might have to get a visa, like you said, before we go there.
And I think we do a lot of comedy events, which sometimes may not be suitable for family audience. But here, I think this is all about, making sure your uncles and aunties and kids are allowed as well.
The whole family turns up.
And aao, Ramla Raj ke khana khao. And free parking as well. That's the best one.
Tick the boxes. So make sure you guys check that event out. We'll put that on our Facebook as well.
Thank you.
And you've got the FML.
Yes.
FML on what day is it?
So and you know what? So I thought there's gap in the market. We have some amazing, funny Muslim ladies, who are comedian, and the show is called Funny Muslim Ladies.
That's right.
And I just thought it'd be nice to have an all Muslim female lineup, and they can talk about Muslim things.
Talk about Muslim things, yeah. Let it all out, let it all out.
And I think it's all about empowering these comedians, and some of them haven't really performed in big theaters which we have. So given the opportunity, we have Fatiha Al Ghori, who is representing us in an amazing way, and we have some other female comedians who are up and coming and some established. So I was contemplating if I could maybe wear a niqab and
maybe somehow host it as well.
Host it somehow. You know how it's like the artist inside you, the kida inside you
wants to join in as well.
Yes. I was advised against it. So
fair enough.
I'm just gonna stay behind the scenes, but I'll be there though.
You'll be there, of course.
So Funny Muslim Ladies is happening in South London on the 13th of May in Streatham, and we are in Hounslow in West London on the 14th. Now, a lot of people have asked me, why aren't you coming to East London? So this is all we could do, based on everybody's availability. But inshallah, if this goes well, we'll come back to East London at some point later on this
year. Definitely, especially with the shows that I don't know if it was last year or before COVID, where you were breaking barriers with the Arabs.
The Asians, yes. That's our flagship show.
That just took off.
Yes,
to the next level.
Yes,
it was all over UK, right?
Yes, we did all over UK. Manchester as well. Yeah.
And tell us, what was the thinking behind that? What was you trying to achieve? Because one thing, you definitely put some, these artists on the map as well. You gave them a bit of platform as well. From there, they're going on to host more events and so on. But what was your thinking behind putting those events together?
I think with Arabs Asian, as I call it our flagship show, because I think the concept is got out there. Although we have 95% Asians, but I do want more Arabs to come to the show. We should now call it Asian versus Asian, actually.
Yes, so we tried India v Pakistan as well, right?
Yes. So we tried them in London. And I think the whole idea is to give that positive message. And we do get people from all. We get people from African background, English people, Pakistanis, Indians, from people from Bangladesh to come down. And I think what I try to do with these shows, have a more diverse, we have even a Nigerian comedian. So at the end of the day, we all there to have a good time. Ajkal, as you know, prices are going up, bills are going up, petrol and महंगा हो गया. I could actually go to Spain and Portugal and France for the same amount of money I came to East London. I do have to pay for my seat though, they charge you for your seat.
That's right.
But apart from that, so you flying is cheaper than driving or whatever. So both sari aajkal na tension chal rahi hain. So with these shows, I just want people to come down, relax their mind, and basically have a good time and have a laugh.
That's what it's all about. Now, with these shows, especially like the Pakistan-India one, did you see rivalries happening? Was there a little bit of tension, or was it?
So we did. No, it was good fun. It was good fun. I did some Modi jokes. Some of them went well. Some of them probably not. But I have plenty of those.
Okay.
So India versus Pakistan is my love. Because I know. I mean, I do. Watch a lot of Pakistani Indian content, and it's amazing. The comedians in those countries are doing absolutely amazing as well. So we haven't done this concept for nearly 3 years now. But it's an exclusive to you again. We haven't announced it yet, but it's back again in July this year because it's Pakistan and India's 75th year celebrations.
Absolutely.
So Pakistan is turning.
What do they call that? Platinum?
It's called something.
But
Buddha again.
yeah, exactly.
So I think this is the right time for it, and we got some amazing lineup of comedians who are ready to rock.
They're going to be amazing. So make sure July is in our diary as well. So we want to get as many people down there to these events as possible, because they're going to be amazing. And you know what? Breaking barriers, sitting down with people and having a great time, having a great laugh. What more do you need right now? That's it. So I advise everyone.
Just need Iftari in a few minutes.
Iftari, in 15, 20 minutes, that will be fantastic as well. But as we're mentioning Iftari, we're just about to go on a break. But before we do so, stay in tune with our Wabe Wah competition. Wabe Wah. This is a restaurant in Gansil.
Okay.
Amazing restaurant.
Perfect.
Absolutely amazing. And they're giving free tickets for Iftar every week. So all you need to do is go on our Instagram page.
I'm going now.
Go on there. Yep. Like the post, tag 3 friends, and you enter into the competition of the Wabe Wah competition. We are going to announce our winner. If not today or tomorrow, we will be announcing our second week winner. And then the third week, inshallah, we will start from tomorrow. So we are going to go on a short break right now. You are listening to ReviveFM 94.0. This is the Iftar show with Salman Malik and Muz Rafiq. We will see you back after this short commercial break.
Thinking about selling or letting your home? With Maxwell Estates, you don't need to look any further. Well established with over 15 years of experience, Maxwell Estates are specialists in residential sales and lettings. We manage over 200 properties in and around Northwest London, keeping our landlords and tenants updated with all the latest laws and legislations. Based in Edgware, our experienced specialist negotiators always ensure we maximize the full potential of your property. Call us now on 0208 952 0808 for a free no obligation quotation, or visit our website www.maxwellestates.co.uk for further information. Maxwell Estates, the name you can trust.
Minhaj School of Islamic Sciences provides quality Islamic education for children aged between 5 and 15 years old. As well as teaching classical Islam including Tajweed, Fiqh, Seerah and Aqidah, we endeavour to equip children with essential Islamic manners, morals and values. Here at MSIS, our experienced teachers create an inspirational learning environment where we strive to cater for the needs of every child. For enrolment inquiries, inquire in person at Minhaj School of Islamic Sciences, Monday to Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. at 292-296 Romford Road, or email admin.edu_London@minhajuk.org.
Did you know that girls like Noura walk an average of 3 miles every day in search of clean water to support their families? Minhaj Welfare Foundation believes you can end the water crisis by building small and large-scale water projects. Your charity is helping improve the lives of communities living in the poorest regions of the world. However, more needs to be done. Support Water for All. Donate today.
Call us now, 0300 30 30 777, or visit us on minhajwelfare.org.
Revive FM
94.0. On the radio.
On your mobile.
And online.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the Revive FM 94.0 Iftar show. MashaAllah. Look, I've got so much energy. Why? Because we had an interview earlier with brother Mesut Kurtis. Then, MashaAllah, we've got Salman Malik in the house, and MashaAllah, he's getting all geared up now for the Need for Speed challenge. So to let everyone know, don't forget about our Wabe Wah competition. Anyone that wants to get involved, give me a call on 0333 444 0940 if you want to have a chat. Speak to Salman, speak to myself, get involved with some conversation. That's the number to call. Get on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Make sure you like Revive FM and get involved. Check out the competitions. It's going to be epic. So now, mashallah, without any further delay, We've got brother Salman Malik. Oh, yaar, all geared up, ready to go. You look a bit nervous, bro. What's going on?
The Asian uncle trying to drop his son to the university.
TK, you might as well start your practice lap, and then inshallah.
Okay. He said press B. Let's press B. Wow.
There you go.
Mashallah.
Practice lap. Get used to it. Driving. Make sure you don't drive like you drive on GT Road and that, yeah?
Allah. But where am I going?
Did you just say Bajan?
See, me and games gonna go together. Okay.
Right, why brother Salman's trying to figure it out? Let me read some comments. Mashallah, we've got Mr. Uzma Bashir saying, Alhamdulillah, blessing, giving us always guard you with full of blessings. She's giving us a dua, mashallah. Good questions from the host. Oh, thank you, mashallah. Well done, keep it up. Umar, amazing, great voice. And then obviously we've got the legend who wants to talk about Pakistan politics. I'm sure we'll do that in a little while when Salman Malik is going to be crashing all over the place.
Oh my God.
And water speed use karna yaar. Slow down a bit, innit?
Oh yeah.
All right, he's doing all right. So let's see. So we're gonna.
When do I start?
I'll tell you when you start. You just got to complete this lap, and then your actual lap starts. You're acting like you're ready to go, bro. You keep coming off the Johnny. Look at that. I thought he was looking good for there. You want to start when you're driving like that? And he's reversing now.
Bro, we could be here all day.
I think, yeah. Bear in mind, Iftar is in 10 minutes, yeah? All right, here we go. Get a donut. Yeah. Turn nice and slow. Reverse now. Reverse. You got to reverse back. That's it. Just do it nice and slow. Don't go too aggressive. And he can go back in there again, isn't he? There you go. Now, yeah, that's it. There you go. You guys nice and straight. All right, Salman, bear in mind when your lap starts, the system took 3 minutes to do the lap. I'm praying you don't do
3
that,
minutes. Bro, mine will be like 10.
The practice lap. This is the practice lap. So let's see where you get with this now. I think you're slowly getting to the start of the lap. I think it's coming soon. Yeah. That's a better turn. Much better. That's a bit more control now. I think Salman's getting into the drive.
I think I'm going to go slow and steady.
That's it. And then on the straight, this is where you just put it down. Put your foot down here. That's it. Now he's feeling it. Don't do a right here too early. There you go. Where
do we finish? Where do we start?
I'll tell you now. Don't go left here. Stay right there. Stay right. You got into pit stop now. So just press A.
Oh my.
Now we're gonna start, yeah? As soon as he's gone back into pit stop.
Oh buddy.
Why? You want to go on a break? Press A again. Right. Just don't go too early here. Nice and slow. There you go. Now. All right. Now, as soon as you come to here, your lap is gonna actually start now. Low accelerator, Janab.
All right. Give me a countdown.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
So Salman's going to give his own commentary as well, yeah? This is what I'm looking forward to now. Your lap starts literally now, Janab. Go for it. All right, let's see how Salman's
So, by the way, those who don't know, I'm from Bahrain, as I said earlier. Oh, no. I am, yeah. This is... Chalo.
All right, he's trying to go too fast now. There you go. You're back on the road now. Just keep following those green signs or whatever signs on the road, but then lights.
So Bahrain is popular for its Formula 1. That's the only thing we are popular for, if that makes sense.
Oh, a lovely drift there. Lovely drift.
Thank you. Good to control the bar, okay, but okay. I think I manage it right now.
Yeah, looking good now.
How many minutes has it been?
so far you 50 seconds. 50 seconds. So you're doing all right. I think you're probably about halfway, which is not bad. So as long as he beats the 3 minutes time, I think we're in a good place. 1 minute 17.
I get the meal voucher. No, 1 minute 17 is out.
Be 1 minute 17, then you get your meal voucher.
Random. I'll have just pakode samosa. I'll do it for 2 minutes.
No problem. All right, here we go. All right, he's doing well. Oh, he's drifting off. All right.
Oh, nice.
U-turn, Maro, U-turn, jaldi. Reverse that car quickly. All right, Salman Malik, he looks like he's going straight. I don't know if he's reversing. There we go. He knows. All right. I think you're the wrong way. Yeah, that's it. Turn it around. There you go. You're on course now. Hey, U-turn. That likes his donuts, isn't it, Salman, man?
Bro, this is...
Just turn it all the way around. We'll probably try reversing it. Press the brake. There you go. Oh, look at that turn. He's come out with aggression now.
This is Teri Nazar Lagi.
Look at that, see, yaar. I gave you too much boost. Or was it the salwar kameez you're wearing? I don't know.
And it's so loud in my ears as well. Anji.
Acha, chalo.
How are you doing for the...
I think you're coming on the last bend. I think it's almost there. Ole, he's just going to hit the brakes harder. Don't go too early. There you go. Now we're talking. All right. Aleem, station manager, keep track of the time and tell me what it is, yaar. Here we go. 2 minutes 24. Shukre, you at least beat the sisters. Salman, make your way down, bro. We've only got 10 minutes before iftar, bro. Come.
Okay.
Band kar de. Come down. Oh. So mashallah, that was brother Salman Malik, who hit 2 minutes 24. He's going to make his way back to the studio, and inshallah, we're going to carry on the show. And just before iftar, inshallah, iftar is on 8:05. So we are going to try to ask a few more questions to brother Salman Malik and see where this goes. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is the phone ringing. Let's see if I can get the phone on. Assalamu alaikum, caller. You're live on ReviveFM 94.0. Who's calling? Hello?
This is a message from 44748.
Hello, voicemailer. You sure you ain't got any prank calls coming in, bro? Mashallah. So we've got Brother Salman, who's back in the studio.
Yeah.
And Brother Salman, how was that lap, yar? 2 minutes 24. Not bad.
Yeah.
Could be better.
I could have done better, but you need to realize it took me 2 hours to drive here.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. This is good excuse. It does take
2 hours to drive here. I was used to like 12, 11 an hour. You put me to 200. But yeah, no, it was a good experience. Yeah, I'm my mind, mera dimag ghum raha hai.
It is the roza as well. Salman, we've got you only for literally a few more minutes.
Yeah.
Let's get cracking with Pakistan cricket.
Yes, cricket.
A passion for both of us. Do you remember we met actually at a match once?
Yes.
We were there together. What were you doing it? We were doing it. I think it was Southampton, Pakistan, Australia.
Was it the World Cup match?
It was a World Cup match, and it was Pakistan, Australia, if I remember correctly.
Yes, we lost that match. Don't remind me.
These Aussies, man.
The only good thing was that I got free tickets through work, but Pakistan, New Zealand in that World Cup was quite a match in Birmingham, which I got tickets to. That was a good match.
Definitely. Obviously, Champions Trophy, epic. That was one of our, to beat India in the final.
Yeah.
Scoring all those runs and pulling off that victory. That feeling can't take it away.
No, absolutely. I was actually at the final as well. Again, got free tickets through work.
Look at that.
So
that must be the atmosphere, man.
I think so.
Some of us were keeping rose in, and we were trying to keep rose in that day. So
100%. So I think India versus Pakistan, the finals of the Champions Trophy was one of my favorite cricketing
100%,
memory.
100%.
I wasn't old enough to remember '92 World Cup. I probably was 7, but I wasn't really into cricket.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, things are going really well. So cricket-wise, PSL's finished a month ago, which was great.
Success.
During a pandemic again. A lot of international players came to Pakistan. And I think this time, if you're a cricket fan, a lot of Pakistani stars shine this time.
You're right.
So we have a lot of youngsters. So usually, you see the foreign players, they do well generally. But this time, Pakistani fast bowlers always did well. But batsmen, you got young guys, like Mohammad Haris, he did pretty well. Azam Khan had a fefew good innings. And some
he gives hope in it. He gives hope to the big guys.
Umar Akmal. Umar Akmal had a okay.
He started off well and then it went downhill again.
And even people like Abdullah Shafiq and Kamran Ghulam and
Abdullah Shafiq.
And I think more than anything else, I was just happy for Lahore generally, because Lahore was always that team who was always at the bottom, and they were the underdog and pretty much the biggest city in Pakistan in terms of sporting talent. So for them to win, and the way they got out there, so they deserved all of it. Pretty disappointed for Quetta and Karachi, especially for Babar, Babar being the captain of
That's
Pakistan, or I think they won 1 match out of 10.
It's really bad. The team just didn't seem to click. It just seemed like there was a gap.
So Karachi did a Lahore basically.
It swapped the roles.
And so that was pretty disappointing just to see from them, because it can hurt you. And then now just really looking forward to international. So going forward, as cricket fans know, we not only have the World Cup, we also have Asia Cup.
Yes.
Where you may see another Pakistan-India.
Yep.
Now, it's supposed to happen in Sri Lanka.
That's right.
But the way the political situation in Sri Lanka is, it may be moved. So, yeah, it could happen in Dubai.
If it goes to Dubai, I think I might need to get a seat and go there. So that'd be amazing.
Dubai ticket.
Oh, yeah, क्यों नहीं यार?
No, I'll be happy if it happens here. And I think, and also speaking about the English cricket, last year they organized the very first the 100 where 100 ball tournament.
Yes,
I went to some of the matches. I took my son with me as well.
Nice.
And I got tickets this time. So I support a team called Oval Invincibles.
Wow, look at
man's from South London.
That's it. So you got to rep that area.
Oval Invincible, and they're playing on the 4th of August.
Yeah.
So if you are a parent and you're watching, the tickets for kids are literally like £5.
That's right.
So it's a good fun day out with your family. And there is also a family area where people aren't drinking and everything. So I think it's a good day out basically. By the time you come back, it's night in a cricket match.
That's right. It does take a while.
100 balls.
Yeah. It's 100 balls. That's the exciting thing, and it has taken off. Even though last year was COVID, there was restrictions as well, but it seems like it is taking off, and they're putting a lot of effort in it.
What about you? What are you looking forward to this year?
Cricket-wise, man. I mean, look, for me, it's the Pakistan cricket team is looking good with Australia. Test matches, they should not have lost that test match, man. They should not have lost that last test match. That was painful.
I think the bowling, spin bowling let us down. I don't know why Yasir Shah wasn't playing.
We just haven't got a spinner
the spin bowling.
There's a weakness there. There is a weakness there that there is no talented, unique spinner right now. I mean, you look at IPL, all these Jahas and Ashwins and the mysteries that they possess and the balls that they possess.
We don't have.
I mean, you got that guy. What's his name? Noman. You look at him. He looks like he's come from a market stall somewhere. He looks like 50 years old or something.
No, they call him Chacha Noman for a reason. But he's good. He's not bad, to be honest. But I think we expected them to do better because they did well against South African other teams.
Yeah.
But now that you played against a quality team, you can just tell.
That's right. But then to collapse like they did. I mean, Nathan Lyon, who came to Australia and skittles out Pakistan, and then reverse swing was exposed by Australia.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, the way things were going, it would have been 2-0 against us. Badi baat hai ki it was 1-0. But yeah, I just want to put it behind and just move on.
It's an exciting team. Babar Asim.
Yeah, I think it's exciting.
A
lot of records recently. Pakistan has the ICC T20 Player of the Year.
That's right. A lot of awards given.
Pakistan has the ODI Cricketer of the Year and Cricketer of the Year.
Definitely.
And so, aur kya chahiye, so these are, for in our culture, award, mera munda first aaya, award mein hai. So, they do.
Well, you can imagine Babar Azam being the cousins of Akmal brothers. You could imagine what kind of family reunions they must have, isn't it? Comparisons and that stuff.
So I think Pakistan cricket certainly is going in the right direction.
True.
And I believe Ramesh Raja, is doing some really good things.
Brilliant.
But will Ramesh Raja stay for a long time due to the regime change in Pakistan?
Now, you mentioned regime change now.
Regime change. What's happening? And I'm sure everybody, mashallah, watching on social media, those who are Pakistanis and probably not from Pakistan, they must be thinking, okay, what is happening in Pakistan? And when we put our social media on, what's these aunties and uncles and young kids, doing in central London and,
complaining,
which I don't mind. Actually, I think everybody has a right to protest, but I do feel that some of the protests are in residential areas, and I just feel that you should feel for people who live in that neighborhood. Imagine aapki koi emergency hai, aap apni gaadi tak nahi ja sakte because thousands of people are protesting. So you can protest, because what about people in Manchester and Birmingham? They protest.
In open fields and stuff.
So and Hyde Park is just there. So I just anyway, that's
just a choice.
But I think in Pakistan,
do you see any hope? What's happening with the current setup and the current system?
I would say, let's just say this way, that our current prime minister, who we have, I'm not going to name him. Everybody knows who he is. I mean, he is somebody who's out on bail, and he had his hearing for his bail hearing at the same day he took oath as a prime minister.
Right.
So I think these are just some basics that, you know, in order to be a prime minister, which is the topmost position in a country.
That's right.
You can't be a fugitive or, you know, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So, and that doesn't really give out a good message, you know.
100%.
Imagine people in Pakistan or the thugs of Pakistan or, you know, jo aise log hain, they'll be like, well, if he can be a prime minister, I can be too. Jail mein log soch rahe honge ki inshallah one day.
Well, we don't want him to give those people hope, but you're right, because if he's giving those people hope,
and
what's
I'm
going to happen
sure
with the
he's
others?
done in his time as a chief minister. I'm sure I've heard he's done great things for Punjab, but it just doesn't give out the right message. And the way Khan was leading the country, surely nobody's perfect. I'm not saying he was the best or perfect. Surely everybody has their flaws. I'm sure he'll learn from his mistakes. But we do want correct representation, and especially as Muslims, he, you know, especially how outspoken he's been in United Nations, be it about Islamophobia or the situation in, you know, around our neighborhood.
Cool. Salman, it is iftar time, and people are probably looking right now.
Where are
Yaar,
my
politics galan karein, khano khan deo yaar. So on that note, assalamu alaikum to everyone. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all your du'as. Have a blessed iftar, and we will try to have a part 2 with Salman very soon, probably online, so at least Salman doesn't need to come down. So take care. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.
This iftari is sponsored by the Wahbeh restaurant in Gants Hill, Ilford, and Plashet Carpets in Upton Park.
اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا ومولانا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم إني لك صمت وبك آمنت وعليك توكلت وعلى رزقك أفطرت. وصلى الله تعالى على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح.
اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله في الأولين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه في الآخرين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه في الملأ الأعلى إلى يوم الدين. اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت سيدنا ومولانا محمد الوسيلة والفضيلة والدرجة الرفيعة وابعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته وارزقنا شفاعته يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد.
This Iftari is sponsored by the Wahbeh restaurant in Gants Hill, Ilford and Plashett